It's really funny. I've got this beer sticker on the back of my car. This random dude full of people just showed up. He's got the same sticker on the back of his car. It was kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, it's beer. It's this. Yeah, it's a bear with antlers. They call it beer. So anyway, woo, gasoline. Still smelling it. Anyway, yeah, I wiped my whole body off on my rag, and now it's black. Gasoline is different. It is. I feel it. My whole body's like, ugh, what? I feel it. Anyway, I was thinking about my game, and one of the unique features of my game, 3 of the unique features about my game is Immolate. All fire damage adds stacking fire damage over time, no cap. All healing adds stacking healing over time, no cap. Rejuvenation. What was I going to bring about this time? I forget. I was going to talk about something. It's pretty cool. Yeah, no cap stacks is pretty much where I want to go with it. Dang, I had such a great idea and I just lost it. Oh well. Dang it. That's why I was making it. Oh yeah, SPLAT. So one of the things I have too is SPLAT damage. So SPLAT damage is anytime a unit dies, any amount of damage done over its maximum health gets distributed in a radius around it, like AoE, right? And I kind of want it to be like, yeah, it's going to be cool. So I do kind of like having frogs in there, like common boon, summon a frog, 3 health, 1 damage, and then I rivet forward. Or what if there's a few boons that just wanders around randomly in the back? Can be stepped on. That'd be great. Yeah, the boons that waste your time. Maybe it'd be like getting duplicates of this boon rewards 1 less boon. The trash boons, right? Maybe I'll put a stable of like 20 trash boons, but it'd be funny. Frog can be stepped on. He wanders around and someone likes crap. Even your own player is like, why'd I get that? Why not? I don't know. You got a boon, didn't you? So, yeah, the boons will be fun. Strip combat boons, boss boons, yeah. The enemy spawner is interesting. So, I guess you don't want wave mechanics all the time. There should be enemies that spawn that create, like, swarms. Right? But they shouldn't be every single enemy, probably. But I do like the idea of, like, 6, right? The layer has 6 pads. And each pad, each time, randomly is a different color, right? And they spawn units only from that pad. And maybe there'll be times that are random. Sometimes it'd be like, this round, everything is fire. This round, everything is darkness. This round, everything is earth. And, yeah, to have enough enemies that you could have, like, 1 of each time. Each enemy group for each element has like 6 classes in it, which means you need idle. Nah, you need idle, you need running, you need attacking. Or you just make them simple and just like make them move, right? That'd be fun. But yeah, if you ever get too bunched up, create the chances that you get nuked. But yeah, SPLAT damage. It's one of the things my game has. Rejuvenation, all healing stacks over time. All immolate stacks over time. Now, of course, if you lose your stacks, it's different. But, and then the other thing is all damage over the maximum health splats. It does AoE of the remainder. Now, at first I was like, it does whatever. If you go 100 over, each enemy in the AoE takes 100. That makes splat damage so important. It's like a game mechanic. How and when to splat what. You know, that would be important. A gigantic crit and a gigantic splat, right? Kind of makes sense. Like you did a massive attack to kill 1 enemy. Yeah, everything around it should die too. That makes sense to me, right? So, yeah, splat damage. Or it could just be equal life. If you do 100 damage over and there's 3 enemies, each gets 33.33 damage, right? Instead of 100 each. But yeah, splat damage. The frog summons. Frogs and dogs and all that stuff. Yeah, get a menagerie of animals for the common summons. right? A frog. To make all the other essences that drop, to make all the other boons that drop essences, frog has 1% chance of dropping an essence. That way, when a character always drops an essence, you're like, wow, they always drop an essence. You know it. It's not just trash. No, I'm doing it. I'm doing a class of. Yeah, maybe 3 and 1 will be the lowest tier class of Swarmer. Summon. Like maybe get a frog hut. Get your boon, the frog hut makes 10 frogs over time. Each frog lowers the frog hut. You get a stream of frogs heading out. It's kind of an interesting idea. Yeah, it's all about flows, right? How you get the rivers going, how the numbers are matching, you know, all that space dimensionality, hitbox, all that's pretty interesting, actually. It matters for a well-balanced machine, right? You want your upgrades to matter, but you can't let an upgrade break the game. So, yeah, it's pretty much like, if in 10 seconds the player's lost nobody, all the enemies that spawn get plus 25%, plus 25%. But only at a 90% chance, right? So, there could be a time when you're like, you didn't lose anybody and you need to luck out, and you do. Maybe it could get you to the tower. But yeah. And then maybe like, yeah, tower upgrades will be awesome. Like, there's going to be like, I want the towers to look the same, but I'm going to mirror the art. Like, it'll be like, if you get tower armor, it's going to be like steel will come out and you'll see the steel on the tower. And, ooh, that'd be good. All over shields have a graphic, and that graphic goes away when the shield's done. It was a lot of work. A lot of making. Make a lot of money. It's popular. RNGKING, American studio, yep. Squad auto spawner. Yeah, and there'll be items that drop in the map. All the items are temporary. All the items, yeah, they're all temporary just for the match. And they drop from units, not too often. So if you get a tier 3 weapon, that's weird. It's exceptionally rare. You had a boon go off and you had more than the usual amount, right? But yeah, most of them will be like, hey, here's a looking glass. You can take it and drop it on a character. If you get 2 looking glasses, it's like looking glass of the next tier, and it adds like plus 6% crit or something. Even 1% crit would be okay, because it's spawning over and over and over again, right? So, yeah. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to design. As soon as I'm comfortable with coding, as soon as I'm comfortable with programming, then it's like, it's gonna be, I look amazing. I look so good. I look a lot better with more weight, a lot healthier. Look at the shine on my skin. Like, I'm so healthy looking. Wow, you eat off that. Anyway. Yeah. Whew, I got so wet with gasoline earlier. Just, I got it. I was like, ah! I'll be fine. I'll be healthy. I got a strong body. The future's taking people who are immune to plastics and chemicals only. No anything else. So, but yeah, it's going to be a great, great, great game. Lots of big moves, pushing stuff, you know. Yeah, you should be able to do an uppercut that throws everything back, because it's a bridge battler, and then as it gets thrown back, there should be more that's replacing it, and it should feel furious and fast, and like a lot's going on. Yeah. The other way I've done it is that there's a respawn every 10 seconds, and if your character died, then they respawn. I've thought about that way, but I don't think so. I think it's just keep them shielder, swordsman, you know, bard or whatever, and all the stuff stacks. I'm okay with dealing with small numbers, so you can have infinite stacks. As many as is out is what you have. But yeah, that'd be fun. It is like kind of like an uphill thing. You want to get to the castle, well, you gotta win. You gotta win like 5 90% chance rolls in a row. You gotta get the 10% like 5 times in a row. You want to get to the castle, yeah, you gotta get really lucky. Yeah, that'd be great. Every 10 seconds, do they get more powerful? Stay the same? I think it's totally fine if the enemy collects everything you lost and you get it when you finally win. Because then you can roll again and again, like keep trying to get lucky, keep trying to beat the RNG, get your boons to drop more often or something, and like, it should be fun. You should be able to get like to the castle, all 50% of the castle. Or the layer has an ability at 50%, does a pushback, and it immediately spawns a new wave, something like that. But yeah, what I'm going to do for the tuning and testing, this is so smart, is I'm going to take your spawn point and mirror it, so it just like goes like this, right? And so you can see the same characters, and while you're playing with the characters and doing their stats, you'll see the battle in the middle. I think it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm super excited about the game. It just sounds awesome. It's the game I want to play, and there's lots of things like, what is it, Dead Ahead. I've been playing Dead Ahead. I spent the premium money to get the like super skin, right? To get the SWAT guys, and they're kind of, they're lame because they really take a lot of energy to get out. So it's like, yeah, they're premium, but they kind of expect you to be paying for premium water as well, and I don't really like that. You know, that's not really for me. And the levels are over too soon. Like, just when I get like something going that I like, the level's usually over, and then the really hard levels are so hard it's almost like. And so yeah, I think an infinite spawner that with a bridge that moves back and forth, right? Like if they wipe a squad and a bunch died, like let's say in the last 10 seconds did they lose 10 characters? If so, decrease the health and damage by 100%, right? They just got wiped. You should send them some trash for at least 30 seconds, right? So, yeah. But I want interesting buffers. Like, I do like AoE, like overshield buffers. Like, there's a slow character. Everything that runs by it gets an overshield. Double its health gets added on. So, yeah, you want to try to take that out. You could drop a turret on it, or you could hit it with a fireball, you could just let it stay and just watch them grind it out, you know what I mean? And it'd be fun. It'd be a quality game. But yeah, I'm really excited about the fireball cooldowns, because the unique thing about my fireball is it's called the Greater Fireball. The one the Elementalist shoots, everything else is going to be called, like, you know, air bolt, water bolt, earth bolt, and then it's going to be lesser fireball. And it's like, why is it lesser fireball? Because this is the greater fireball. The greater fireball is going to gain a stack every single spawn wave of 1, and it's like base stats, whatever. Okay, so 33, let's say basic fireball, maybe 11 damage, why not? Maybe you want it to be able to kill things with health, so maybe it's like every stack, maybe it's like 22, no, I'm overthinking it. You gotta figure it out. Whatever plays right, you know. But it gets a bigger AoE and more powerful as it gets to 100 stacks. And so what's really cool is, like, anything you can scale up, right? It aims the same, or it always hits what you do, but it just looks bigger. Like, make it big and then shrink it for the small version, like, and it's poof, right? And it doesn't incinerate, everything gets lit on fire. And at first I was going to do incinerate does 10% of the damage done, but now I'm thinking I'm going to take that back. It does 100% of the damage done per second. So, and that stacks infinitely. So it's like, nah, then the damage per second is going to be more than a base attack, which is kind of how it is. It's like, when you're applying fire damage, you're trying to light it on fire. Then once it's incinerating, that's, yeah, I don't know. I'll play around with the numbers, but yeah. Fireball stack, so there's going to be boons that give you a fireball, right? So you can get a sudden boon drop. You'll get it like +5 fire, and you'll see it like go over. I want the boons to have a visual activation, right? So all I really need are 7 symbols and 7 tiers, and then just to show, like, over the spawn slot, like this, there's a common fire right there, there's a common earth right there, there's a rare earth right there, there's a, you know, and then have that so you can kind of see it. So, and then the boons should also have a cool noise. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted in my game. Musicality. I want all the actions in the game to happen on a musical beat, and it should feel like as you get closer to the castle, the music accelerates. Yeah, the music should get more hardcore the closer you get to the castle, for sure. This would be a good Bungie game. Yeah. RNGKING, it's the squad v squad auto spawner for mobile. Any character, yeah, it's gonna be a mashup game. So you can take one or two characters from any franchise and just like port them in there. Like I want to have the Zealot and the Colossus. There should be a Zergling, a Hydralisk could be really cool, right? And then yeah, I don't really know about. Yeah, I'd get a Dragoon. Dragoons are garbage because their attack moved over time. Their attack was just always janky. It wasn't really good. Dragoons are better for like attacking a structure or something like that from a safe distance. They're not good on Zerglings because they move so fast, but I guess that was intended. But yeah. Yeah, there'll be spawner units. That'd be funny. A common one is Frog. A rare one will be like Frog Hovel, spawns 10 frogs over 10 seconds, something like that. But anything that can handle many, I just gotta have. I'm gonna put it. If it can't handle 1,000 AI objects at once, it's not enough. And then I'll shoot for like reasonably only having like 200 to 300 at a time max. Like the craziest shit you can imagine, 300, and then it'd be like safe. But yeah. Oh, that felt good. Changing my own shit, fix my car, self-diagnosis, self-fix, and problem remedied. Yeah, it's super useful. People are like, you need to. Education was a waste, and so is Christianity. Yeah, Christianity, they generally mutilate you. Education, they just dog train you and take away your individuality. Like, if there's no reincarnation, fuck this planet. You ruined my only life. But if there is reincarnation, hey, it's just a little bit of variety, right? I'll take it in stride. But I was thinking that waking up, like, you're telling me this planet is billions of years old? Billions? Because these 30 years have taken forever. You mean there's a billions? That is, you could hear that and you'll think about it your whole life before you get it, and you'll get it. It's like shocking, right? I've been alive 35 years. This is taking forever. This thing is billions of years old? I can't even imagine that amount of time. Anyway, hopefully I make it to the future. It'd be nice. People making my game. Go play RNGKING, designed by Ron. Come back, reincarnated. You're not him. That's how it would go, right? The real Ron would always be told he's not. You're not him. You're nothing like that guy. Get told you're nothing like. The person's a legend. You meet the real one, and then you get told you're nothing like him. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I want to have like a Deckard Cain. Like, wouldn't that be great, Deckard Cain? What would he do? Maybe he would put like an exclamation point above the character's head and give them a first instant crit or something. Yeah. Deckard Cain, 15 health. He just wanders around the fucking start point once you get him, and he throws out a buff every wave on a random character that's like, something random. Puts a little exclamation point above their head. If you click on him, yeah, who knows? It's funny. What if he does give quests? That would be cool. A Deckard Cain gives quests, right? Kill 10 enemies. That'd be great. A Deckard Cain comes out. Quest givers. Yeah, quest boons. That's what I'm talking about. You get a quest boon, and then if you fulfill them, as you fulfill them, you get rewards. Yeah. But yeah. It is going to be, I still think 100R for a boon roll would be good. And if you win the match, you only have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a boon. So it's, one of those options will be just a plus a raw amount of essence. One of those options will double all the essence you got. So that could be what you wanted, right? And if you did a shitty match that was over really fast and you got like no essences, you want the raw or the boon, right? And then sometimes you want double, and then sometimes you want the boon. And the boon will always be 51% chance you're going to get a common. But once all the commons are 3-star, that'll start earning you resources. So it'll have a balance, and I'll figure it out. But yeah, I mean, if you want to, there might be some boon packs, because if there's 777 boons, then that means that opening a pack with 100, might max out a couple commons, and it will start in the rare tiers, and you might get one or two like really sublime ones. But yeah, when you're talking about something that has a 0.001% chance of dropping, yeah, you can open 100 boons and not get it easy, right? That's like a one. You open 100 boons, that's a 1% chance to see it. That is a really low odds. So I want to have that range of boons, especially if it's all programming and a reused symbol, right? And of course, you know, it's like, hey, put angel wings on the back of the character, right? Let's say there's an archangel suite, right? Even though I'm not Christian anymore, fuck that cult. But maybe there's like, they suddenly get angel wings and a halo with their buff, right? You attach that on them, so they spawn with a special indicator. Let's say you get an archer, right? No main character's an archer except the Tide lady. And so you get an archer, and that archer gets, you know, something on them, right? Maybe the AK-47 drops on the archer, right? There's weapon attack. I do like that. Just like put an AK-47 over them, and it just auto shoots, like pff, fires 2 magazines or something like that. It'll fire 60 shots at random at a percentage of their base power or whatever. It's interesting ideas for boons, and they all have a 1 to 3% chance of activating. So you'll see anyone you get, you see them sometimes. Yeah. And the more characters you have unlocked, the harder it is to get double up combinations. So yeah, characters are different than boons. Yeah, the main characters. There's 15 main characters. Cool designs. The Bard's up in the air right now because I'm like, an AoE buff character is really good because I don't have one of those. Especially if the buff's like unusual stats. Especially if it has a random buff, right? So it has like, it's got to have something that makes the RNGKING stand out. So what I thought for the Bard is 3 tiers of octaves, right? Your bottom tier is +1, your middle tier is +2, your top tier is +3. So you're playing, if you get a bunch of notes in the top tier, that's a bigger buff than a bunch of notes in the bottom tier. So it's like every 8 seconds the Bard publishes a new buff that all the other characters get based on what it played in the interim. I thought about that. And yeah, that'd be great for swarmers, especially anything with like plus health. Like, yeah, right? Okay, this is perfect. Talk about how a video game comes together on its own, right? I'm doing a frog spawner, 3 health, 1 damage, but if the Bard is putting off plus 12 health, plus, 6 damage, now, yeah, on your main tank, that's a little bit of a difference. He's a little scarier, but now on a frog, that frog that was 3 health, 1 damage from the Bard, because the Bard buffs all the stats. The Bard buffs all the stats, kind of like, yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. That would work really well. The frog moves into the Bard radius, and now he's actually a dangerous frog. Got some health behind him instead of just 3, right? Yeah, that is why you have the common tier. You have the common boons. Like, you're talking like it's a snake. 3 health, 1 damage, but I got my snake out. He's gonna slither across the map and just he's dead. Maybe like do emote calls out. It's like your snake died, like crying. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to design. It's gonna be fun to design. And yeah, PvP will be a mirror matchup, and then it'll be random too. If you like, it really is like if you want to be a pay to win, you should find low B players just to kick the shit out of, just for fun. So I've been beating the game Nano Legends. I got Adele. Yeah, Adele is an AoE healer. I've got Adele, an AoE healer paladin, and all the unit spammers. So all the big unit spam is all out there, and it's like, yeah, it's unbeatable because she does. The thing about an AoE heal is every character that's in her AoE gets a heal. And so she has an absolute massive amount of healing that she can do, so she can carry it forward. But yeah, it's going to be like that with this game. It's going to be, you want a mixture of characters that work well, and you want to make a pocket and just kind of like push. And then if you can survive till a next spawn gets, then you actually have a force moving, you know what I mean? And then it'll eventually design a flot. Like, how's that going to look with a bunch of shielders and a bunch of fire guys going crazy? I don't know. Maybe really cool, maybe really stupid. I hope it looks really cool. Like, the stupid side of Dead Ahead is the guys always have to match up like this. Like, if there's a zombie down here, he has to walk down like that, and then he shoots them. You know, it should just be that they... Maybe I could do, like, a distort. Let me make it like Paper Mario or something like that. Whatever comes out, whatever's fun. But, yeah, it's going to be really fun to make. Be really fun to make. Can't wait till the main game is done, and then I can just, like, relax. It'd be like, I'm going to make a lizard today. You get your lizard boon. Color change them to 7 different colors. Yeah, just be like, what do you need for walk? Really just 2 animations as one leg in front of the other. What do you need for stand? Just 1 breathing. What do you need for attack? Ready and go. And that's it. So that's like 1 character, 6 frames. It really is. It's 1 character, 6 frames. 2 standing, 2 walking, and 2 attacking. Ready and then attack, right? And so, and you do that for, that's a whole character. I'm not going to have any flying characters. If there are, they're not targetable. It'd be like a dragon that flies over, that firebombs everything. That'd be fun. A boon dragon class where it's got a different type of elemental attack every time. What would an earth dragon do? Ooh, it'd be, I mean, you got to play between, like, the holy saviors, like, all that light energy coming down, fixing everything, and you got to play with, like, yeah, just the really devastating negative stuff. But yeah, I like the idea that if they ball up too much, they could get a nuke, but that would release all their essences. So you're making money if you win, when you win. So yeah, I want to make it so that if you have an unresolved pot at midnight, you get 10%. Yeah, someone could open their phone and like lose 10 times and then just keep losing on purpose, and then build the pot and then switch the time to 24 hours ahead over and over. If you want to cheese the game and me that way, you can, because that's a type of work. Like, most people just wouldn't do that. They'd be like, tomorrow I have 10% more, and just take it at that level. If you want to break it, I wouldn't really stop you, but I would be like, enough honest people would be like, okay, I don't know how to hack, so I'm going to spend the $100 to get the big boon pack. $100, 100 boons. It's going to be like 5 starter packs, right? 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, and then you're going to have your $50 one, or your $25. 5, 10, 15, 25, 50, and then 100. Yeah, you want a $100 one that's going to have like the most boon rolls. But yeah, I'm going to be totally mean too. 51% chance for common. It's common. Got to be more than average to be common. So it's common. Yeah, 51%. And then there's 6 tiers hidden on top of that, all the way down to 0.001% chance. And those boons are the boons that win the game instantly, pay out, are like super monsters, right? Yeah, you got to have at least 1 super monster of a sublime variety available for the player. Like, you know, those characters have 100 health, he has 1,000, right? Just like a real monster. You shouldn't have to want to deal with it. Just call it RNGKING, yeah. Because if you only got the boon once, if he's won the roll once, he has a 1% chance per roll to come out. And it's not like if you do a 1% chance roll 100 times, you're guaranteed to get it. You're really not. It's only like you have way less of a guarantee to get it in 100 times than people think. So 1% is very conservative. It's a very small amount. But yeah, it'll make you happy when you get it. Hey, you're in PvP. Well, guess what? You just got a Megalodon Sublime Rune. He's basically going to take his tower and the castle. You just won. Be fun to watch. Be like, what the fuck is that? A whole ton of hidden boons. What are all the boons? Don't know, haven't gotten them. I have no idea what they do. Oh yeah, this is a great boon too, right? Unit swap. The first unit you attack, you swap positions with. and make it a ranged character could get it, a melee character could get it. You know, it's like a character that doesn't attack could get it, and then it'd be like maybe it'd be the first ally you like bubble or whatever. But yeah, that'd be totally a cool character, like an old man. Like it'd be a good ultra rare, an old man that walks and he goes like this, and then like this bubble forms and flies out, and when it hits a character he gets 1 layer of block, right? Funny extra character. I got him in a pack. That's kind of cool. He's gonna throw out a block every now and again. And so yeah, it's like with boons, you want to give them like a roll if they win the match. You get a 1 in 3, and then like you basically got to pay. And then I'm also gonna have any boon, a boon roll can drop from a unit death too. I'll do that. Yeah, boon rolls and essences will be like an item pool that can drop on unit death, and that increases as your difficulty slider goes up. And I'm running on a storage low, so I'm going to go ahead and upload this. Thanks for watching, RNG King. This will be, I'll just call it discussing SPLAT. Yeah, discussing SPLAT. It's going to be Fire Guy is cool. Okay, 22% chance double attack, 22% chance fire wave, 22% chance flame hammer, and then 22% chance I guess he's just going to like light on fire and leap forward, and then he's gonna have like a damage buff that's ridiculous for like 8 seconds, right? Like, but you got to get the roll. If you don't get the roll, it says, oh, normal attack, 1 double attack, normal attack. You know, you don't get it, and that's gonna be exciting. I feel like RNG King, because you could get a play. Let's see if any plays happen, right? So the way you're gonna play the game as far as the strategy is gonna be your luck with your rolls. Do you have main characters that have star levels you need? You know, if you have a great backline but a terrible front line, you're not gonna hold. You gotta get lucky. And so when you're rolling for items, are you getting items that affect the characters you wanna affect, right? If you're getting a ton of armor but you don't have a tank, what's it really doing? Maybe it's helping, right? So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be take the base. Yeah, boons will be fun, and the towers will be fun. I'm really excited for like the one tower shoots twice as far now. You gotta get the boon, but it could happen. And now you get a nuisance tower you gotta deal with, or your tower's a nuisance. Talk about relaxing in a game. You got both your tower boons to go off. It's armored and it's fucking shooting, and it has a fireball now, right? There should be a character that's like, instead of adding health, he adds layers of mighty block. Like, just like he's a, maybe like make it like Michelangelo or somebody. He walks up and chisels the tower. He has 25 health, no star level. He just, if he gets shot, he's pretty much dead. But he'll keep adding layers of block every 10 seconds. The thing will, you'll have to hit it 20 times in a row to do damage to it to get through all the blocks. So yeah, stuff like that. And then the longer he does that, the more effective it is. Yeah, maybe you could have, see, all these games stop stacks and they make RNG super predictable. I'm not. Like, all these other games, like when you win a match, they know exactly how many tokens they're giving you, not me. The longer you play, the more you're going to earn in the game. And it's going to come spilling out, and you're going to have lots of things to roll on. There's going to be lots of ways to use your money, because with R, all the 7, I'll make that in the next video.